welcome in to be our guest, and we are very privileged today to have someone who served as the president of our city council here in Montgomery for years, a very fine person who still is on the city council and loves our home like we do. And we brought Charlie Jinright in to talk to us about the crime situation, because I think all of us, we know that we have to do something. And Charlie, you are so up close and personal with all of it and have been. How did we get here, and what can we do?
Well, to me, the real bottom line of all this is that we have not put enough people in jail for murder. We have 300, according to the DA the other day, 300 outstanding murder cases right now at the county court system. So when you got that many, and then one was convicted 2 weeks ago, I know about, that murder happened in 2019. So when you got that kind of backup in the court system, our police officers are seeing it in the street. So they're not getting the support they need. So that's one more reason that you lose police officers. But if you get the court system working again, and I think our county commissioner and the county people, the judges and all are working together now to make our court system work better. And I think they're going to put these people away. But when you've got 300 murder cases, and we talked earlier about the Anais case, where the whole law in Alabama was put together for a problem that happened in Montgomery, Alabama. A man on $250,000 bond for murder was out, and he killed somebody. He'd already killed one person, now he killed two people. Now maybe he'll go to jail now for that. But we've got that problem out there on the streets right now. So if somebody's killed somebody and they go back to the neighborhoods and say, well, they didn't get me, I'm out.
That's right.
What kind of message does it send to everybody else about crime? So I think that's our problem.
Yeah, same thing that we're talking about. You know, if there are no consequences, there are no changes.
Exactly.
So you have I know Doug Singleton with the county commission. I know there are a lot of good people that have really been working on this, trying to find a solution. And you did something we have a shortage of judges, and Darrell Bailey, he's straight on. You know, he is telling it like it is. He is great. But y'all have actually taken some action. That's I want folks to know this.
Darrell asked for, and Doug Singleton asked for, and the sheriff asked for, and the judge Gaines asked for additional help. And they went to the Supreme Court to get that. They have been promised 5 additional judges. We got 6, we had 5 more to help get these cases, the backlog worked out. Okay. So I think that's going to help a good bit. Because when you start sending people to prison for these acts that they've had, all of a sudden, I think it sends a message across the entire city that we're not going to tolerate the crime.
Well, you know, another thing we were talking about, and I'd like to get your opinion on this, is like people are just barreling down our highways and down our streets and down our roads, and I think, do you think the same principle applies there about consequences? Well, I do.
Well, you get police officers. Law enforcement is what police officers do. Right. And if they're not able to enforce the law and they see the law not being taken care of in the court system, then it changes everything. So you lose police officers because they're not being able to be backed up as police officers. Because if they've arrested somebody for breaking the law and then that person beats them back to the street, which has happened, that says, oh, the police officer said, well, I didn't do my job, period. So you end up with a morale situation in your police department. So I think that's one of the things you got to have when somebody breaks a law. There's got to be consequences to it, and the judges have got to do that, and then the police officers feel better about their job too, and they'll come back to their job. So I hope what's happened the last couple of days with the new police interim chief, mayor working on some things that I think could be very positive for the police department. It'll give more there. Plus we've got the courts working on making sure people go to jail.
You know, thank you for coming in. I think it's important that everybody knows that people care and that steps are being taken. And I think we'll be back. We'll have you back, and we're going to talk about what these folks out here, our audience, can do to make a difference, because it's going to have to be everybody.
It does. It takes a team.
Thank you, Charlie. We appreciate it. And thank you for all your years of service.
Appreciate that.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you as well. And we'll be right back.